Well, you guys, today we're taking a look at how to fix a broken Windows 10 or Windows 11 installation. Now, to repair the Windows image using DISM, you can repair either online or offline Windows image by using this method. And we're going to be using command prompt. And this is the correct way to try to repair your installation. So first off, go to command prompt, and most people will type sfc /scan now and just run this on their computer. Unfortunately, this is not going to actually fix a lot of your problems because most people that run this command probably don't have much success. And if you get a corruption error pointing to Windows image files at the end of this scan, then this video is going to help you fix it. So I'm going to show you how to do the whole sequence of fixing a corrupt Windows installation on Windows 10 or Windows 11. And this is going to be the correct method for you to try to repair a Windows image on your system. So basically, when you have a problem, it's going to show up inside here when you do sfc /scan now. If you get something like this, Windows Resource Protection found corrupt files, but was unable to fix some of them, then I'm going to show you how we can fix it. It's quite simple to follow. Just follow the actual sequence of commands that I'm going to show you here, and hopefully you will be back up and running in no time at all. But before we do that, let's have a quick word from today's video sponsor, CD Key Sales. If you're looking for a cheap Windows 10 Pro or a cheap Windows 11 Pro OEM key, then check out the links in the video description. And when you click on those links, you want to create an account on CD Key Sales and then use my promo code B R09 and apply this to your order, and you'll get a 30% discount on all your purchases on CD Key Sales. Once you've done that, submit your order and go to PayPal, and then once you get your key, you'll be able to activate your version of Windows and remove that annoying watermark. Okay, so back to the actual tutorial. What we're going to do here is the first command you want to do is you want to run the ScanHealth command. ScanHealth will check the image for corruption. This operation will take several minutes, so be patient and let it finish its test. It does a quick scan. It's not going to do a deep scan. It's just going to do a quick surface scan and check the integrity of all of your system files on your system. It's going to check the integrity of the Windows image, and that's what we need to do first to find out whether we do have any sort of corruption with our image. So let that finish off its scan. It's a quick scan. It doesn't do a deep scan, this one. It's just a quick surface scan of and checking the health of that actual image here. You can see there's no component store corruption detected, so we're okay. But I'm going to continue and assume that you do have one. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard to push up, and it will bring up the next command, which is the CheckHealth scan. So what the CheckHealth command is going to do is basically going to scan your Windows image to find out whether it's healthy, repairable, or whether it's non-repairable, and this will give you some information on whether we can recover and repair that image, and it will give you some information here. As you can see, mine says no component store corruption detected. If yours did have an issue, it will show up inside this area here. But I'm going to continue and pretend that I have got an issue with my Windows image and that we're going to go ahead and try to repair it. Now, it will give you the information on there of what is actually going on with your system. So bear that in mind if you have got some sort of corrupt image or something like that. And it will tell you whether it's recoverable, repairable, or whether it's non-repairable. Now, to repair your image, you're going to be using the RestoreHealth command. It's the same command as before, but instead of CheckHealth, it's going to have RestoreHealth on the end of it. So all you need to do is use your up arrow keys on your cursor on the keyboard, and this will put the command back up and say CheckHealth. You just delete the CheckHealth part and put RestoreHealth right in its location. So let's go ahead and do that right now. And then once we've done this, this is going to go off and do a scan and basically try to repair our Windows image. So let's go ahead and put RestoreHealth and press enter. And this does take a bit of time, so be patient and let the scan complete. If it says successfully restored your image, you can then run the sfc /scan now to see whether all of the problems have been resolved and your image is now back working and all the corrupt files have been replaced. And that's what you're hoping for when you're running the sequence of commands. And you can see here the restore operation completed successfully. That's exactly what you want to see right there. Now you can also do an offline repair, and what you need to do for that is to download the Windows ISO from Microsoft. So you either download in the Windows 10 ISO or the Windows 11 ISO. If you're having issues running the repair via this method, you can download a nice fresh copy of Windows. If you're using Windows 10, you'll need to use the media creation tool and download the ISO via that way if you're using Windows 10. If you're using Windows 11, you can download the Windows 11 ISO directly from Microsoft's website without using the media creation tool. Just go through the motions and select your language and select your keyboard layout, and this is going to allow you to basically download the ISO file like you see here. 64-bit for Windows 11. They don't do a 32-bit. So download this, and once we've got this downloaded, we can then mount this, and then we can use the Install.wim or Install.esd file inside of that ISO to repair our Windows image. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how to do that right now. So we've got our ISO downloaded here. Right click on it and click mount, and this will then mount the ISO file. So let's go ahead and do that. And once we've done this, we can go back to our command prompt. So I'm just letting this mount on our system, and there we go. We've now got it mounted. Inside your sources folder, inside that ISO, you're looking for the Install.wim or Install.esd, depending on what file is in there. So let's see what type of file we have in this ISO. So I'm going to go down and look for the I section. And inside here, we do have a Install.wim file. So yours might be Install.esd or Install.wim. Now what we need to do is get the path, and you can see the path is on my E drive, and it's E:/sources, and that's where the file is. It's inside that directory. So what we need to do is we're going to go back to our command prompt, and we're going to do an offline scan with that particular file there. So let's go ahead and put the command in here. So what you want to do is you need to push the up arrow keys here, and you should see the DISM /online /cleanup-image /RestoreHealth. And now we need to do /source and then colon and then the drive letter where that file is. In my case, it's E. Yours might be something else. So just put the E and then colon. And then what you need to do here is put the actual path and the directory where that file is. So mine is /sources, and then it's / and it's going to be Install.wim for me. Yours might be Install.esd. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So I'm going to do / and type Install.wim. And once we've got this up, we can then press enter, and what it's going to do is it's going to use that previous command that we done to restore the Windows image, and it's going to use the files inside the Install.wim to replace those corrupted files. And it does take a bit of time, so be patient, because it's now pulling the files off of that Install.wim, and it will see if there's any corrupt image files inside our system and replace them with known good ones. So we're just going to let that run through. And once that's done, now I'm not sure if this command still uses some of the Windows updates as well. If it needs updates, it will pull those files down and put them in place. I'm not sure if it still does that with this command. But if you do want to do a full limited access command for Windows offline repair, you can use this one here, which is the DISM /online /cleanup-image /StartComponentCleanup. Run that command and let that run first, and it will give you some information right here. And we're going to let that go. And once that's done, we can do the next command, which is the AnalyzeComponentStore. So just push your arrow key straight up and then just take out the StartComponentCleanup and replace that with the AnalyzeComponentStore right here. And it's going to scan that and analyze our component store here. And this will give you some more information, as you can see right here. And what we need to do next is we're going to do the next command, which is basically going to be our offline command, which is this one right here. So push your arrow key up. And what we'll do is once we do this, we can remove the AnalyzeComponentStore and replace that with RestoreHealth / source, and then the source file, which is our E drive, and then /sources / Install.wim, and then / LimitAccess. And what this is going to do is this is going to restrict the use of Windows updates for those files, and basically just use those files inside that ISO that we've got there, which we've listed in that command there. And hopefully once that's done, this will repair your system. Now, hopefully, if you've done all of this and you get a nice clean bill of health, and you can then run sfc / scan now, and you should say that you do not have any corrupt files and everything is fine. And basically, you should be up and running and back to the way it was before your Windows image file got broken or corrupted. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it. Hope the video helps you out. Give the video a like and leave a comment for the YouTube algorithm. My name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Just want to say a quick shout out to all my YouTube members. I appreciate the support, and I'll catch you on the Discord server for a chat. Bye for now.